The people that are building this new financial system are the ones you should be listening to, not the yappers on Twitter and social media. Okay. And we've been trying to get people to see that here at CYPRX, which is what we stand by: research.
You have to realize traditional finance, the foundations have been built over many, many decades. And it's been hardened for many decades. So to rip up that infrastructure and move on to something else is not easy. And it takes a long time. And I have no idea how long it's going to take, but I'm now more convinced than ever it's going to happen.
All righty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video breakdown. I thought that I would just hop on live for about an hour, maybe two, and share some of the juicy information and research that the private CYPRX research team in our Discord has been sharing as of most recently. So in this video, we're just going to thoroughly watch through some of the content that some of the researchers have dropped. We're going to really dive into this conference, the Point Zero Forum 2025, that just recently took place. And just to show you guys some insights from some of the largest industry leading experts in this space and institutions that are actually building out the infrastructure for this new financial system, directly talking on stage. These are the people that we're going to be tapping into. So hopefully you guys enjoy. We're going to continuously try to make an attempt to do some of these things for you all, stream some of these events, these summits that, we find in the private CYPRX research channel that never really make it to the mainstream. Okay. We have to understand that there is a cloud of distractions out there, price predictions, manipulative tactics to steer you in the wrong direction in crypto. And here at CYPRX, we really focus on institutional insights, organizational documents and papers and panel discussions that stem from some of the leading industry experts in this space. And so if you guys want to tap into that information, just to kind of show you guys, this is our private CYPRX Discord today in the research chat. Shout out to the CYPRX Research Labs team. If you guys don't follow them over on X, definitely give them a follow. They're constantly killing it. Global researchers from all over the world: Canada, Switzerland, Australia, right? Then Netherlands, all over the place. We have researchers coming and tapping in and just finding the most incredible information in the crypto space that never reaches the mainstream. All documents, non-opinionated, non-biased information, straight from the source. So go give them a follow. But this rising, one of our researchers was just sharing some of the video clips from the Point Zero Forum GFT event, and lots of really great information. So that's what we're going to be kind of watching today. I want to really tap into this one here, this future of decentralized finance, DeFi, and the financial system panel discussion here. But yeah, if you guys want access to our private CYPRX Discord, or hands down, we have the most and the biggest cache of non-mainstream crypto related research, Web3, DeFi insights. Hands down, I stamp that. The most documents that you've ever seen, the most hidden panel discussions that you've ever come across. If you guys want access to that, I mean, just alone, this rising, over probably 100 messages from the private CYPRX research group, just dumping good, valuable insights and information from, again, the largest industry leading experts in this space. Come tap in with us, non-mainstream, non-biased, non-opinionated, non-hypey information, just straight documented research from the source. Great stuff in the private community. So we're going to tap into this Point Zero Forum 2025 just to read thoroughly through this before we get started. It says here, and by the way, don't forget, this took place back in May. We had been waiting for the release of the video content from this event here. And so this is roughly, give or take, about a month and a half old almost, but still super good insights from the people that are actually building out this industry from the ground up. It would behoove you to pay attention to who these people are. So this is who we're going to be listening to today. And we're not going to get through all the videos. I might just get through one and then do another stream in the next couple of days, do another one. But again, you guys have access to all this if you tap into the CYPRX private community. All the links, everything that we share and show on the video breakdowns, they're all in the CYPRX private Discord. You guys have direct access to that. There is an urgent need for the region to redefine its regulatory stance, gain its digital sovereignty, and capitalize on untapped opportunities while avoiding the risk of falling behind. To confront this reality, over 2,000 of the world's leading policymakers, central bankers, and regulators, along with industry-leading experts, are coming to the Global Financial Technology Network's annual Global Policy Gathering, the Point Zero Forum. Over 3 years of dialogue and collaboration, we will tackle pressing challenges and explore actionable policy, finance, and technology pathways forward to drive progress. And the reason why we share these things here at CYPRX is because if you were to go look at these videos on, let's say, a YouTube, you're going to see 40 views, 100 views, no more than 500 views on these video breakdowns. More people need to start paying attention to these panel discussions and these summits that are taking place, because they directly tell you a lot of the things that are taking place in this space. And you'd gain so many more insights. This is one of the many ways that we stay ahead of most retail investors in the private CyberX community. It's because we listen to these hour-long boring panel discussions where all you need is one little tiny sentence where somebody tells you something on stage that you should be paying attention to. You take that information and you go off of that, and it's powerful. Okay, the people that are building this new financial system are the ones you should be listening to, not the yappers on Twitter and social media. Okay, and we've been trying to get people to see that here at CyberX, which is what we stand by: research. All right, so just to show you guys, some of the speakers here, very long, detailed list: central bankers, governmental entities. You got the Bank of England here. You got people from Ripple. I think Stuart Alderaldi, let me see, maybe down here, attended this event. Yep, right there. Large market participants, people from Fireblocks, people from Swift, people from all global International Monetary Fund, IMF, the governing board, Swiss National Bank, right? So just to give you guys a little tiny perspective of who attended this event, who took place at the summit, who spoke. So let's jump in. This is going to be the first panel discussion that we're going to listen to. I'm not going to give you guys an outro. This is just showing you guys, some of the Saturday vibes here in the private CyberX community. The research team always up around the clock, doing some research, tapping in, sending us the good information that never reaches the mainstream. Make sure if you guys are watching this as a recording, you smash that thumbs up button and you subscribe. And again, if anybody's interested in tapping in with our private CyberX community, institutional delta zones, institutional dark pools, we got institutional access to research and documents, one of the livest communities in this space and the most realistic ones at that, fundamentals, private Zoom calls all throughout the week. Head over to CYPRXtrading.com. We'd love to have you on the team. Let's tap in. Let's listen to this. Many blessings to you guys. Hopefully you all are having an amazing Saturday, and I hope that you guys have a productive and safe week ahead. So let's just give this a listen and tap in.
Anton, I'm curious as to your view on kind of that balance that Laura raised between, thinking about permissionless versus permissioned systems going forward, particularly since we're sitting here in Switzerland and there are a lot of global standard setting bodies here. The BIS is here, other entities and regulators around the world looking at this and saying that, like, convince me of something that's permissionless. But where do you see that balance, and how would you convince somebody of that? Challenging question.
Yeah, as I said, I would consider crypto in 2025 as a global liquidity hub, and overregulation here could create artificial fragmentation of this liquidity. If any country would try to overregulate it to make it regulate users, regulate protocols, this would end up to a creation of a subset of protocols or creation subset of wallets for same users or new users. And this would not look like connecting this country or economic zone to this global liquidity hub. It will create a subversion of DeFi, but that's fine for DeFi. I do not afraid about DeFi, because DeFi is economical freedom, financial freedom, which is actually letting subset of users and subset of protocols to play with self-restrictions. There's nothing bad about this.
Alrighty, cool. So that was the first panel discussion that I'm going to share with you guys today from the Point Zero Forum. That panel discussion that we were just listening to, the one key takeaway that I took from that, of all my notes that I'd like to kind of recap on, is this gentleman here. His name is Anton. He is the co-founder of 1inch, sitting next to Stani from Aave and some other representatives here. And the lady pretty much was just like, why should people pay attention to this? Why is this so important? And he said, everybody should be paying attention to this, because this, new decentralized financial infrastructure that they're building out presents an opportunity for economic freedom, to put the power of the banks pretty much back into the hands of the people. And that's what a lot of people are misunderstanding. primarily because we've been led to believe that it's a scam, that, oh my gosh, look at all these rug pulls and all these collapses that have happened over the past consecutive couple of years. Be fearful, right? That's been the mindset. But now times are changing. Regulators are starting to adapt. Institutions are starting to come on board with the real world asset tokenization agenda that's taking place and the digital transformation. You should 110% be learning about DeFi and how to participate in this new financial system through many different strategies that you can partake in. Again, not financial advice, but again, that's why we built the Wealth 28 Club, so that you can see how we are exposing ourselves to this crypto ecosystem in DeFi, so that you can get a gist and an understanding of what this technology is. So again, if you guys want access to that, head over to CYPRXtrading.com, tap into the Wealth 28 Club. We're constantly talking about this stuff. The other day we had a freaking live call, and we're going to be having more live calls with one of our big real estate portfolio investors in the community on how to buy real estate with crypto, how to invest in real estate with crypto, and just have open community discussions talking about the ins, the outs, the trials, the tribulations, how to possibly go about it from personal experiences, right? The other day we had a call specifically on this platform. Ave, one of our DeFi mentors, has successfully managed to build a profitable strategy utilizing Ave through some of the biggest events in crypto history. He was able to prove profitability to our private community, manage a consistent rising equity curve in his portfolio during the biggest market liquidation event in crypto history and during the biggest hack in crypto history, was able to rebalance his portfolio, stay in profit, and actually lower his debt on this platform, where this gentleman Ave is talking about the new financial system. And he, again, goes over that in Zoom calls on a weekly basis in our private community. So tap in. Again, just now's the time to be locked in. Now's the time to be paying attention and not be sleeping on this info. So I'll play one more video clip before I head off of this live today. I'm sitting around just scheduling some posts and going through the research chat while listening in with you guys today on this beautiful Saturday morning. So this is the next one I'm going to play. And this, I just clicked open. There's no particular reason why I'm picking these ones. These are just the order that they were sent in the private CYPRX Discord. So this one's titled "The Future of Digital Assets Infrastructure, Private Blockchain Borderless?" ? And we're going to be listening to the Chief Executive Officer at R3. Interesting. Most of you guys probably know who that organization is. We got an individual from the European Central Bank, Solana Foundation, Managing Director, Investment Temasek. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, and a digital assets global lead at Standard Charter. So, we should probably pay attention to some things that they might have to say on stage. All right. So I'm just going to play this one, run it back.
You have to realize traditional finance, the foundations have been built over many, many decades. And it's been hardened for many decades. So to rip up that infrastructure and move on to something else is not easy, and it takes a long time. And I have no idea how long it's going to take, but I'm now more convinced than ever it's going to happen. I mean, our industry has done so many POCs to prove what the tech can do. It's not about the tech anymore, guys. We all know what the tech can do. But tokenization is coming, democratization is coming. But if you're going to, uproot a DTCC or a Euroclear, and you're going to change the way money flows, it's going to take some time. Although I think, and at least R3's evolving view is that with the regulatory clarity in the US, which we expect to see in the coming months, it will create an opportunity for us to take our clients and their assets, which is, funny enough, we don't even count them, but based on our last surveys, between 10 to 15 billion dollars of real world assets. We do over 1 million transactions a day, and we've been in production on many of our use cases, including running the Italian banking system for over 5 years. But our intention now is to make that available to the DeFi community. Our private permission sector is going to be for very limited applications, maybe like central bank digital currencies and some others going forward. Assets are going to move into the public sector, but privacy and scalability and other attributes that are required by traditional finance are going to continue to exist. So I think that's at least that's the next step for us. We've looked at all the layer ones. We've considered and been encouraged to build our own. We think we've found the winner. We're going to make some announcements about that in the future, near future, and we're really excited about it. And then the value of that open internet-based ecosystem, I think will be so tremendous. It'll slowly break apart and pull away from the traditional financial rails. And we're really excited to see how that transpires. And we're very well positioned because we really understand.
Y'all, I didn't want to stop the flow of this man here, but are y'all listening to what the F he's saying right now? Oh my gosh. I hope that y'all just got as excited as I did. Did you just hear the freaking R3? This is okay. So this is the chief executive officer at R3, y'all, David Rudder. And he just said they're going to make an executive announcement soon. He said that they think they found the chosen blockchain. That's crazy that he said this at this summit that took place. He said that, ripping apart the old industry, it takes time. It's coming. Who knows how long it's really going to take, but it's coming and it's going to take time. That is wild, y'all. That was major confirmation right there. Okay. Go ahead. If you're watching this as a recording, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Those little tiny one sentence, one hitter quitters is all you need to get, keep in mind what's happened over the past, let's just say 6 months. We've seen massive liquidations. Market's been in kind of a fear state mode because of the geopolitical tensions and the tariffs. All it takes for you to see that where this space is truly headed is to listen to a gentleman like this. He ain't no little average Joe Blow on Twitter telling you price predictions. He's telling you all it's coming, right? It's happening. It's taking time. But replacing and ripping up the infrastructure that the DTCC, Swift, Clearstream, all these large organizations have been on for the past 80 years, it's not easy, right? So just chill. That was wild confirmation right there. So that was a really great panel. We're going to wrap it up there. That was the one primary takeaway from that was the gentleman David R from R3, the CEO of R3. Really great discussion there. Good insights. Again, just those little tiny gems that are needed in this space to keep people in the loop and to keep people educated as to what's really happening behind the scenes via some of the largest organizations that are actually doing things that matter in this space, and not just the people that bring opinions and distractions to the ecosystem. So as always, we really do appreciate you guys for tapping in with us. Just a real quick, brief overview of some of the information that's shared in the private CYPRX Discord on a consistent daily basis, 24/7, 365, global researchers all around, constantly dropping non-mainstream crypto and Web3 related gems. Tap in with us if you guys are interested. Head over to cyprxtrading.com. We'd love to have you in the team. With that being said, you guys enjoy your weekend. As always, be cognizant, be aware out there, and I'll see you guys next week. Everybody take it easy.